Okay, so let's look at this. A frustum of a pyramid is 3 centimeters square at the top and 6 centimeters square at the bottom, and is 5 centimeters high for the frustum of the pyramid. We have to calculate the volume of the frustum. So let's look at how the diagram will look like. Now we know that a frustum is a square base. That's for the frustum of this pyramid. It's a square base. So it is square based. Then we know that this is the pyramid. Let's do this. Now when you're drawing this, I know you have to use your ruler to do this. So let's just do this freehand for now. Then this is okay. So let's manage this diagram. Now we have that this is a pyramid, and remember the frustum is when we cut it. So this point, let me just use a different color to show that. So the point where I cut it, I'm using my red ink to show that, so that you see that this is where the thing became a frustum. Okay, so from this red part down here is the frustum of the pyramid, and we are told that at the top it is what, 3 centimeters square, right? So let's put that 3 centimeters square, and at the bottom it is 6 centimeters square. Calculate the volume of the frustum. So the height is what? The height of the frustum is what? 5 centimeters. And we're asked to calculate the volume of this frustum. But remember, the formula is what? Look at the formula. The formula of finding the volume of a frustum is what? Volume of the large pyramid minus the volume of the small pyramid. Our large pyramid is the one from here down to here, and our small pyramid is the one from this point down to this point. So this is the smaller pyramid. So to solve that, the first thing is that we look at the formula. The formula asks us to have this formula 1/3 times the base area times height to get the volume of a pyramid. Now we already know the area of the base, which is what, for the up part is 3 centimeters square, for the down part is 6 centimeters square. Then what about the height? The height is what we know the height of the frustum, but not the height of the pyramid. Remember, the height of the pyramid for this large pyramid is the height from this point down up to this point. So we're looking at the height from here to here. So let's call this the big height. And then we also need the small height, the height of the small pyramid, because remember it is big height and small height. So we need the height of the small pyramid, which is the height from here down to here. Let's call this the small height. Now, luckily for us, we already know a part of the big height, which is what, 5 centimeters. So to get the full height from the bottom down to the top, it will be what, 5 plus, let's call this part we don't know, let's call it a particular x. So it will be 5 plus x. So let me just change this, my small h. Okay, I can leave it as h. So it will be 5 plus h. So to get the big height from the bottom down to the top, it will be what, 5 plus h. Now, therefore, how do we get this h, this small height? We can get it by using what they call similar triangles. Now, according to similar triangles, I write by similar triangles. By similar triangles, I've shown you how to work with similar triangles already when working with cone. So by similar triangles, I will equate the base and the height together. So that will be, let's start with the small one. For the small one, the base is what, 3 over the height is what, we don't know the height. Let's call the height h. Or you can call it a particular x, whichever one you feel like calling it. Now for the big height, we have it as what, 6, and for the big base, we have it as 6, and then for the height we have it as what, 5 plus h. So that will be 6 as a base, and the height is what, 5 plus h. Then I can cross multiply to solve. Now when I cross multiply, I have it as what, 3 will open 5 plus h, and 6 will multiply h to give you 6h. 3 times 5 is 15 plus 3h is equal to 6h. Now I can collect like terms. That will be 15 is equal to 6h minus 3h, and our h therefore gives us what? We have this as 15 is equal to 3h. Now we can divide through by what? We can divide through by 3, and our h is equal to what? 5, because 3 going to 15 will give us 5, 3 going to 3 is 1. So this is 5 centimeters. Therefore, now the small height is 5 centimeters, and the big height, remember what's the big height? 5 plus h, right? That will be 5 plus 5, and that's what? 10 centimeters. Now that we know this, we can then use our formula to solve. What's our formula saying? It says that to get the volume of the frustum of a pyramid, we first get the volume of the large pyramid. And what's the volume of the large pyramid? Is 1/3 big base area times the big height. So let's do the volume of the large pyramid. So I can write that the volume of large pyramid, let's call it large P, is equal to 1/3 times the big base area, that's what? 6. Remember, what's the area? Is b square, right? So 6 square times our the big height. What's the big height? 10 centimeter. So solving this, what do we have? We have that 1 over 3 is multiplying 6 square is 36 times 10. Now 3 can go into 36 and that will give us what? 12. So 12 times 10 will give us what? 120. So we have 120 centimeter cube for the area, for the big area, for the big that's for the volume of the big pyramids. Then for the volume of the small pyramid, let's call it small p, small pyramid. We have it as 1 over 3 times the small base area, right? And what is the area of the base area for that one? That will be 3 square times the height is what? 5. And that will be giving us 1 over 3 times 9 times 5. So 3 can go into 9, that will give us 3. 3 times 5 is 15. So this is 15 centimeter cube. So finally, how do we then get the volume of our frustum? We get the volume of our frustum by subtracting the small pyramid from the big pyramid. So that will be what? That will be the volume of our frustum. Volume of frustum will be equal to the volume of the big pyramid. So that will be volume of big pyramid LP, large pyramid, minus the volume of small pyramid SP. And that is equal to what? 120 minus 15. And what do we have at the end? We have it as what? 105 centimeter cube. So that's the answer. So that's it for volume of a pyramid. You just first of all use similar triangles to get the height. That's to get the part of the height that is missing, and then you can then equate them together, subtract the small pyramid from the big pyramid, and you've gotten your volume of frustum. So thank you. See you in the next video.